Hi, in this month's vlog, we want to talk about personal injury calculators. I've seen these advertised fairly prominently by personal injury attorneys all over the country, and I can really not imagine of anything that would be less accurate than some basic simple algorithm where you say your bills are here, your injuries are here, and therefore we meet on a graph and say your case is worth this much or even in this range. Certainly we can talk about cases having more or greater value, but the number of factors that go into really figuring out what an individual's case is worth are way too complicated to boil it down to something as simple as a formula. And I think that does a disservice to people because, again, it's more of a guess than it is the educated answer that you should be getting out of a seasoned personal injury attorney who actually, fully understands how things work. For example, you could be in a very serious collision, a rollover accident even, be taken to the emergency room. They would likely do a very large series of diagnostic testing based upon any pain or problems that you were reporting to them, and you're probably going to have a very big bill. You could get to $10,000 on an emergency room bill with a lot of testing. And if the tests all come back and say you're fine, which is indeed their purpose, they're looking to make sure that you're not going to die, that you don't have something that requires serious medical intervention right then. But that doesn't mean your case is now worth $50,000 because you have a $10,000 medical bill. That medical bill doesn't tell us how hurt you are. Flip it around. Let's say you broke a rib or two in an accident, and that's your only injury. Well, a broken rib requires almost no medical intervention and just an x-ray. And so you might have $500 or $1,000 as your medical bill. But a broken rib is also an injury that for most people completely prohibits them from doing any physical activity until it heals. There's no medical intervention to help you heal it more quickly. And a broken rib is, quite frankly, I think, deserving of greater compensation for the pain and suffering that you went through because it is quite painful. I could talk about this for 10 more minutes, but we like to keep the videos at a reasonable length. The bottom line is that if you really want to find out what your case is worth, you're going to need a seasoned personal injury attorney to take a look at everything. And that's not just the facts of your case and all of the medical records, but then taking all of that information, all of the ways that the injuries affected your life, and then running them through the algorithm that is, how does this work legally, and how is your case going to be presented legally as an insurance claim, and if necessary, as a court case. Each case is so unique that to try to put you on a matrix or a graph or an algorithm and say it's worth somewhere in this neighborhood, I don't think that's information that helps you in any way whatsoever and probably provides a disservice. At Wiener and Lamker, our consultations are completely free. I'm happy to talk with you about your case and try to give you an actual legal analysis that can be helpful to you. Please feel free to give us a call.